Hi guys, welcome back to ST Ownership. Quite a random video for you today. I'm actually in Spain on holiday, so I thought to keep content going on the channel and for something a wee bit different, I would do a quick review, a really quick review, on the hire car that I have for the week in Spain, which is this. It's an Opel Zafira 1.4 turbo. It was actually a quick upgrade that we got at the airport because we've booked with the hire company a couple of times before. So it's actually quite a nice car to get. Usually you get some kind of old banger of a car, but this is a brand new, a couple of months old. It's only done 6,000 kilometers. So now obviously this is not a Focus ST, and this video is not really intended to be any kind of comparison to a Focus ST. It's content for the channel. I have said that I do plan to do other car reviews, and that'll be a mixture of different cars. So this review may not be of interest to you personally, but it may be of interest to somebody who is searching YouTube again for a review on this car. Although the channel is aimed at the Focus ST, every now and then it might be nice to do a quick review of other cars. So if you think that's a good idea, then let me know. If you would like to see reviews of other cars, then I'm happy to do that as much as I can. But for now, let's have a quick look at this car. So this Opel Zafira has a 1.4 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, giving out 118 horsepower, which is enough for this car. When you put your foot down, it doesn't necessarily take off, but it goes. It is a family car after all, so you're not exactly planning to be pinned to the seats in it. It's not really a sporty number either. It's not the SRI version. Even the model I have, which doesn't seem to be the base model, has some pretty good features with it. It's got the Sat-Nav, it's got air conditioning obviously, cruise control, Bluetooth, hands-free, tyre pressure sensors and so on. So I guess it's the sign of a modern car that these things are now coming as standard and basic, and it's good to see even in a car like this. It's also got a 5.1 speaker surround sound. Now, I used to own a Vauxhall Astra 2011 model. I don't know who does the Vauxhall sound systems, but they are very good. And the same can be said on this car. There's a lot of bass and really good clarity from the 5-speaker the setup. One thing I will say about the Sat-Nav, I'm not sure if it's the same in all the Vauxhall models, but I would imagine it's similar. For me, it seems a bit clunky. I ended up switching to my phone for the Sat-Nav because even though this is a Spanish car in Spain and it has all the maps preloaded, it wanted to take me on completely different roads. It wouldn't take me on motorways as much as I changed the settings. It kept wanting to divert me onto smaller, almost like B roads, as opposed to the main motorway. I also feel the map itself is too busy. There's too much going on. It's quite confusing. The menu systems themselves seem to be too detailed. I think it could be simplified a little bit, so I basically just left it alone and we use it as the radio. As much as it's a nice feature to have in the car, and I suppose if you owned the car you would get used to this system, but for me there's far too much going on the screen. There's a lot of space in this car, especially in the back seats. In the boot as well, there are seats that fold up to give you an extra 2 in the back, so you can have a total of 7 seats, which obviously we haven't had to use, but without those 2 seats up, you have an enormous boot, which has been great getting from the airport and back. So as a holiday car for us, this has been very good, even though there's only 3 of us. The usual with Vauxhall, again comparing it to the Astra I own, the interior looks very nice. It's got a very nice modern look about it. Everything is quite plasticky, but it's a nice place to be. It's nice and quiet. This car, especially on the road, is very quiet, and I'm comparing it obviously being used to my ST, which is quite bad for road noise. Obviously the suspension's a lot tougher on that car, so it's actually quite a nice little change coming into a nice, quiet, comfortable car that I can just cruise around in. I am dying to get back home to drive my ST though. I'm not looking forward to driving back on the left-hand side of the road though, because I feel like I'm now used to driving on the other side of the road. So going back will be take a little bit of getting used to again, but hey, that's the joys of holidaying and so on. So I hope you enjoyed this quick review. I hope it wasn't too random, but I felt like I'm on holiday, I need to do something. Once again, a few more people have subscribed, so thanks very much for that. I'll give you some more content very soon. When I get home, I'm going to be looking at the front grille on the ST, potentially drilling out sections of it to kind of make the front end a bit more aggressive looking. And if that completely fails, then we'll do a Zunsport grille install for the lower end. And if we go that route, we'll probably end up putting one in up at the top end as well. But okay, thanks very much for watching this anyway. Subscribe if you enjoyed this, and if you're new to the channel, obviously there will be further car reviews and more on the Focus ST as well. Okay, enjoy, thank you.